Howdy folks, and welcome back to Adventure Time. Today we're going to be watching episodes 3 and 4 of the Stakes miniseries, which are titled Vamps About and Empress Eyes. I think I made a joke last time that the Vampire King should be the Emperor amidst the tarot naming, so I guess we're going to get the Empress in one of these episodes today. Though probably the King would be the top of the major arcana, which I think would be the World. Thanks, JoJo's, for once again filling me in on my tarot kind of knowledge. But yeah, I'm really excited to be watching this today. I loved the first couple episodes of Stakes, and I'm really hoping that we kind of get a similar format, whereas episode 1 was kind of all set in the present. Episode 2 was only in the present at the beginning and end of the episode, with the rest being flashbacks. Maybe episode 3 starts with the end of the flashback, with her realizing that the Vampire King is about on his way there, basically. Then we cut back to the present and deal with kind of what's going on there, with a little bit of a flashback to the past, right? And then, you know, basically all the episodes would kind of swap past and present. I kind of love that we have two concurrent storylines going on in different points in time. I love when shows do that, when movies do that. I think I said that last time, but it's just really good storytelling, and I'm so excited to be continuing on here. I'm also trying to get over the mindset of, you know, the last thing I watched that was about this length per season, per story rather, was Infinity Train, which were 10 episode seasons, and so you kind of had to spend the first episode or two getting to know your cast, right? Your new characters, your new protagonists for the season, all the wacky side characters that were going to be joining them on their journey. We don't have to waste time on any of that. We know Marceline. Yes, we got to meet the Vampire King and get to know him a little bit, but, you know, we know Marceline, we know Simon, Ice King, we know Finn and Jake, we know pretty much everybody involved, all the main characters, so to speak. So we don't need to waste that time, kind of, not that it was wasted time in Infinity Train, but it's just, we're more familiar with what's going on, right, in this. So I'm also just realizing I'm going to be halfway through with this tonight. So hey, I guess we'll just see how, you know, this story is a little more condensed than Infinity Train, right? But like I said, super excited to be watching it. Love the first two. I'm sure these are going to be great. So let's scooch over into position here as I take this opportunity to thank you for watching this video. As of right now, as I'm recording this, there's a hurricane rolling into town, but besides that, I have not yet posted the reaction to the first 2 episodes of Stakes on the timeline. The most recent Adventure Time I've put up there was the second revisit episode I did, which was received very warmly, and I just want to thank all of y'all who have been watching the Adventure Time videos so far. Really hoping that the Stakes ones are kind of doing similarly to how that second video did. If not better, I'll take better as well. But hey, just thank y'all. There were a lot of new faces in the comments, and I'm just glad you're here, and glad you're sticking with me as I watch this. Make sure you leave a like on this video, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when more of these come out. And yeah, also leave recommendations for future episodes, season 7 and beyond, that you'd like me to visit as I get to them. I've already seen some good suggestions in the comments. Keep those coming. Also keep the fake spoilers coming. I'm assuming some of y'all left some fake spoilers last time. I think somebody might have left a actual spoiler in one of the videos, but hey, give me the fake spoilers so I you know, as another popular reactor says, so if somebody does spoil something, I'll be confused and not know what's real or not. So give me the fake spoilers about Marceline, the Vampire King, anything in Adventure Time, really. But let us go ahead and get started on, I guess actually, as I'm pulling this up, because Hulu is acting slow for me today, I have this video as well as the other Adventure Time videos I've made uncut over on my Patreon. There should be a link to that in the description, as well as a link to my Discord server if you'd like to talk about this or any other shows that I watch here on the channel, or just, you know, anything you want to talk about. Okay, and now I know I was vamping a little bit, no pun intended, but I now have the episode pulled up, so let us start watching episode 3 of Stakes. It's hard to know if I should say season 7 episode 8 or Stakes episode 3. Stakes episode 3, Vamps About, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Also, I'm drinking throat tea out of my fantastic Mr. Fox mug right here. My throat's been a little sore the last couple days.
Adventure time, come on, grab your friends.
And I can't really tell you why.
It's adventure time.
I gotta learn this on the bass and play it. By the end of Stakes, I will play along with the intro here. That was the Hierophant, right? That we just saw there? No, that was the Fool.
This is nuts, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Look.
Same
I
voice.
got both my teeth. Look. Also, I used to be dead.
Oh, that is a harsh kiss, it looks like. Oh.
Get a hot dog if you can't take the bun.
Ooh, that
It's
voice.
different here. It's like we fell asleep on a raft and woke
So
up
that's
in
the Empress, right?
strange
I'm assuming.
seas.
We died. The demon Marceline staked us all. Why are we back? How did it happen?
Do you like carry milk?
Moo. Moo?
That's cow for potentially.
We are. We must start rebuilding our realm. There's life here, and I bet it's pathetic. We march in, we take control, and we rebuild.
Not what I
high.
expected from the Vampire King to dance with a cow.
What if we just got a loft downtown?
Where is downtown?
Oops, I'm hypnotized.
Oh. Okay, so that's the regenerative properties.
Good old backwards A.
Backwards A.
I don't like to dance. I'm a wallflower.
Oh, man.
King.
That is gruesome. Kind of surprised they got away with that in on a Cartoon Network show.
I am your king, and I say it's a new era. Old-fashioned ideas have no place here.
Interesting. Also, he's got... I know that... I'm going to just pause right here. I know that they have, like, shape-shifting kind of stuff going on. He's got, like, bird feet. And when he just pointed out right there, he looked like he had, like, lizard scales, like... Or snake scales or something like that. Like, he's very much made... And he's got, like, what? Like, the head of a lion, kind of. He's got several different animal things going on. And I know that, you know... Some of them shapeshift into, like, Marceline, whenever she shapeshifts, she looks kind of bat-like. This guy, I guess Hierophant, right? He kind of looks like a boar right here. I guess typically these vampires have, like, an animal that they kind of look like whenever they morph or shapeshift or whatever. But the Vampire King has several. So let's see. So I'm assuming that one with the hypnotizing eye is the Empress, right? Because the next one's called Empress Eyes. I know the Fool. I know the Hierophant. I don't know who the regenerative one is, nor could I warrant a guess. I think I said High Priestess last time because it seems like a, you know, the name at least implies like healing or benediction, right? So recovery seemed to be in that one, but I don't think that would be the High Priestess. So I guess we'll just wait and see. They called them Backwards A, I think, or said Backwards A or something, but I don't know what that would be. Guess we'll find out. Also, I know I said it before, but good God, the Vampire King's voice is smooth. I have got to see who that is in the credits, if I even recognize the voice as is. Also, now that I'm looking at the Hierophant with the as in his boar form, yes, the boots do give it away, just like he said last time.
Do what you like. I know what's right.
I may as well start building my army. Hasta luego, turds.
Not what I expected her to say, walking away. Oh, straight for the Ice Kingdom?
You sure the sun's not hurting you at all?
No, this is great. I can even feel my skin aging.
She still could get sunburned, though, right? If she stays out for too long.
I ran into some vampires. They were being weird as crabs. Do you know these oily doilies, Marceline?
What? No, I'm cured.
Also,
Weird,
she
though,
killed
that
them in the
it's happening
past.
At about the same time I got ungunked. I gotta go see Bonnie. Ow! Oh yeah, guess I'm walking.
Didn't your daddy give you demon powers?
Just some soul-sucking skills. Remember this?
Yeah. Oh God, Jake. Okay, and that also just reminded me, just to pause again right here. I mentioned that it was like gruesome, the bite on the cow, right? Typically, whenever we've seen Marceline feed, you know, she eats the color red, right? She doesn't drink blood, even though it's been referenced in the show, like, are you going to drink my blood, you know, by Jake most of the time. But typically it's been like, you know, an apple, and she just kind of like sticks it in her tooth and drains the red out of it. That's like the first time we've seen something like actually like physically like bite something. I know in the grand scheme of things, a bite isn't like, we've seen a character bite another character in the show at some point, very, very likely, right? But just the fact that it's a vampire doing it, there's like a whole connotation towards that, and it's just like, it's different. That's not a regular bite. So just the fact that they were able to kind of like show that, as well as I know we've seen Hunson sucking souls and everything, but just straight up on Jake, which also now I'm realizing that it's you know, fitting that she was able to gain all those vampire powers before becoming an actual vampire, right? Because she had the soul suck, she could do that as she staked all of them. So I mean, definitely they said something about just at the same time she felt something different. The same time when she got cured is right when they showed back up. So somehow curing her remanifested all of them. And I'm really curious to hear like how, why, and for what purpose.
Well, clearly something's
Look at
creeping
Finn.
around.
Just
Okay, what about the paste you took out of me?
It's all over there, safely in the safety
Nope,
bucket.
not anymore. Okay.
Okay, there was one that looked like if a baby
Oh, is
snake
he
was
taking
big
like a
baby.
police sketch? It's gonna be awful, isn't it?
Nah, that's not right.
Yeah, it is.
If an anthill were a girl.
If an anthill were a girl.
Nah, that's not right.
Now this one's gonna be perfect, right?
Nah, that's not right.
I think that's the exact same audio file.
Nah, that's not right. Nah, that's not right. Nah, that's not right. Nah, that's not right. Nah, that's not. Oh, actually, that one's pretty close.
What?
Yep. Ooh, flashback time.
Stop this now, Marceline.
Ooh,
It's
look
not
at
too
her.
late. You've got power now. There's no one left but me. Would you wipe out an entire species?
For the last time, yes!
Ooh,
That is literally
her axe is
my
broken.
entire plan.
She's gonna stake him and he's gonna bite her like simultaneously, right?
To save my people.
Yeah. Yeah, simultaneously, right? Yep. Oh god, that's the moment it happened.
If they get back to full strength, they'll tear this world apart.
What's the plan, Marceline?
Okay, so
How do
interesting.
we fight them?
Also, I like that the scene where she
If
turned
I
was
may.
just like
Strong enough for an ultra vampire.
Pep
but
butt?
made for a vampire.
Ooh.
Why do you have all this vampire junk lying around?
In case a certain frenemy of yours decides to turn on us someday.
Wow. That was all anti-Marceline tech. I love that the moment where she turned was just so quick, right? Like that could have been a whole episode, their fight scene almost, right? Instead it was like 20 seconds.
Even in their mushy state, these guys will crack up your sacrum.
Gross.
Don't worry about us, Marceline.
Can't smell nothing.
Yeah, I was
no
gonna
more.
say she doesn't have any powers. Oh.
Crud.
Whoops. Oh no, my bum!
Oh. They're all miserable.
Why don't y'all head back to the cabin? I know you're in there, you skunk. You butt. You stain. You.
Ooh.
Hey, Marceline!
So does he have full memories?
I'm all grown up now!
Things are different now. The humans are long gone.
Someone's
smell
smelling
one.
a bit human herself these days.
Oh.
Anyway,
Also, there's Finn.
I only eat animals now, just like everyone else.
Interesting. Huh? Oh, but that's a vampire cow, though.
It doesn't matter how you pretend to change. You've done enough already
Oh.
to get staked 1,000 times over.
Bye again, fool.
Your loss.
Actually, it's his loss. R.I.P. the fool. Ooh.
It doesn't have to be like this.
Yeah, she fought him at like the height of her powers, right?
You've lost
Ooh.
a step. I'm not even gonna need my powers.
Dang.
I'm surprised you have the time to play around while the Empress makes her way to the land of ice and snow.
Son Simon.
Oh.
Crud.
Ice King can take her. Yo, some of these shots in this are so good. All the like close-up action shots of Marceline are so... Oh, that's a sick ending. Nice. I am gonna try to pause on the... missed it. There, it goes by so dang fast. Vampire King. Billy Brown. Empress. Oh, I guess maybe we will get... No. Additional voices, D. Bradley Baker. I see Empress, Fool, Vampire King, Hierophant. So no other named. I guess one of them didn't speak. Billy Brown. I gotta look that name up real quick. What have you been in? The Lost World, Jurassic Park, Star Trek, Cloverfield. Stuff I've seen. Oh, spoilers. He's in Fiona and Cake, the series. So, hey, good on me for looking that up, I guess. Just he's been in a lot of stuff, but nothing I particularly recognize, especially with a voice like that. I mean, he could be putting on a bit of a voice. Like, he could have just, you know, a normal sounding voice, but just be putting on a very deep voice for the show, right? That could just not be his regular speaking voice, but as the Vampire King, he sounds incredible. And now, spoilers, I get Vampire King in Fiona and Cake as well. I don't know. I didn't see how many episodes. I don't know if it's a one-off appearance or what, but I guess we'll see when we get there, won't we? Yeah, I love this. I think one thing I was thinking about earlier, knowing I was going to be recording this tonight, is I was going to make a joke about like what is this going to be? Like Marceline spits on your grave kind of thing, like a revenge kind of thriller. But it kind of is. This is kind of a Kill Bill kind of style like thing, like with the lineup of the vampires with the X over the Fool. This is kind of tight. Like one by one, she's going to retake them down. Maybe in different order, little randomizer kind of thing, you know, hypnotizing powers, right? That's what the Empress had. I mean, that's what the Fool said. Well, I'm hypnotized, right? Yeah, I'm just super into this, and I don't know if we got a tiny little flashback in that one. So I'm assuming that we've seen most of the story of the past, right? Especially we saw the moment that she was bit and turned into a vampire. I think it would make sense if we didn't really get too many other flashbacks going forward. Because, you know, after maybe we'll see a little bit of when she first turned into a vampire. Maybe we'll come to find out how she realized she could just eat the color red and be fine. Who knows? Now would be the time to kind of show us that, since we're delving into her past. But hey, I'm just excited to move on. Action scene, you know, you put Marceline and Simon, you know, or Ice King together, you're going to get something good. She still very much cares about him. Obviously, she thinks he's going to be in danger with the Empress, but part of me thinks, like, you know, if anyone can take on somebody, I think Ice King could accidentally, like, just kind of, like, whip ass, right? But let us see. Let us get started with Stakes Episode 4. There we go. Stakes Episode 4, Empress Eyes, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go.
And Princess Bubblegum.
I do like that it's just bass and no other instruments in there. We're just gonna get an action shot of... Yeah, so I guess a bunch of these now are gonna be like almost like a mug shot of whatever vampire it is. So I think we got the Fool last time, and we get Empress here.
Unacceptable.
No, not Lemon Grab. I don't think that's Gunther. No, that's Invisibility. Also, I like I can hear a little bit of bass guitar in the...
Hello, Simon.
She knows his name.
Oh, lady.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna be hyped. There's a lady in my room.
Looks like you've lost it all the way. All the better for you to submit.
I like where this is going.
Don't resist.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh.
Sell your spirit to the skies.
Her eyes are something special. That was also, you know, once again, just a tight shot
my
of...
darling, my great eternal love. How can I serve you?
Oh, no.
Bring me blood.
At once.
Okay. Oh,
Alley-oop.
not Gunther. I just need to pause real quick just to say, I think I mentioned this. Oh, what show did I talk about this in? It doesn't matter. But I talked about in one show that I watched, one of my favorite things in animation is when you get a shot of like just a character's face that takes up an entire ass screen. Think of, earlier in this series, the shot of it came from the Nightosphere, Hunson, like at the very end when he's full monstrous form and he's like, "Oh, Marceline, I'm so sorry." But it's so ridiculous that he's having such a sweet, caring kind of conversation while looking like that, and but it's just his face takes up the whole screen. Think of like White Diamond at the end of Steven Universe. Think of like the devil in the final boss battle of Cuphead. One of my favorite things is when you just get a big ass cartoon face, like screen wide, and Empress like pulling that up and just showing us the goods was like, whew, that was a good one. Absolutely horrifying, but my God, incredible stuff. So I just felt the need to pause and reiterate that I just love that in animation. Couldn't tell you why, but it's just, I always thought it was cool.
Here you go, my love.
What's this? Don't you have any human?
Humans? Well, Finn's the only human around here. Try a penguin.
Just like I said, right? There's one human around. Maybe Susan Strong.
Tastes like cheese water. Where's the top
Cheese
drawer
water.
stuff?
For you.
Where's the one
Bring me
Gunther
the
that's actually
blood of
Orgalorg?
Finn.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, we're gonna get like an old school kind of style Ice King versus Finn, right?
I've got to my bed. Today I met a super
Okay, so the
pretty
fool was
Cyclops
Flight.
lady with fangs. She told me to eat a fat boulder, and I did it.
It was yummy. Ice King's gonna get back with Finn just in time for like right as Marceline stakes. And he's like, "Why did I bring you here?" What are you doing, Jake?
Uh-oh. It's PB's outside clock.
Her outside clock.
I think she dished us to fight the vampires by herself, solo style.
Could Princess Bubblegum technically withdraw the vampire effluvium from these other vampires as well?
Is that PB's outside clock? That was her Uncle Gumbald's outside clock.
All right, that's now the second time they've mentioned her Uncle Gumbald.
Ah, what was that?
Not the clock again. Oh, I thought he was going to throw it and it was just going to go all the way into the forest. I thought he was going to stake the clock again after freaking out.
Today she let me polish her boots with my tongue. That's almost like kissing, right?
She doesn't wear boots, does she?
What has she done to you? Did she bite you?
Her eyes were sharp as daggers.
Steak.
Yeah!
No, Finn.
Back, Marceline!
Yeah, absolutely not.
Bind the interlopers in ice.
Empress like isn't even trying to fight herself.
Simon,
Full
you
confidence in
have to
Ice King.
resist the Empress.
But she's a woman.
That was a bad time for me to take a sip.
How my
Oh,
life was without you. I thought my life was through. I could barely stay on my feet, and I couldn't find much to eat.
does this count as a song?
Memories, memories.
Not my favorite song, but it was fine.
Protecting the last remaining humans, it felt like I was protecting you.
I heard everything. I was invisible. Minion, I order you to kill Marceline.
No way. She's my pal.
And you still
Here's our
can't
chance.
do anything right.
Oh, that was easy.
Baby, don't say that.
Yo, does Finn just have a super hard head or something? Is this gonna work? No, she was invisible.
No!
Does that work?
Rat.
I guess it does work. Now can we bore a stake like directly through?
I heard my lady. You'll have to go through me.
Turn and look at me.
Oh, are we gonna gaze into each other's eyes again?
Yes, actually.
Sell your spirit to the sky.
It looks like a
I
CD
can see
spinning.
myself in your pupils.
Not quite a
Not even
record.
hypnotized. At all.
Them gigantic sparkly
You know,
orbs of
he's
yours
just
can
insane.
hypnotize an ear club.
And come on, Simon, it's over. It's
Aw.
gonna be okay, man. Nope, this way, come on.
He's like, that's the closest I've ever come. Now, how's this fight gonna go?
He was happier then, you know, when he was serving me.
Ooh. Now that's some backstory I want, or that I want to see.
Open those peepers!
Eat a steak.
Can she resist? Ice King?
I don't understand this.
Marceline!
Oh no!
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice. PB has invented new gun. Ooh, we don't get to see it this time. And of course, we're gonna end with an X in the lineup.
From now on, we'll do this team up style.
Nice.
Okay, team. You're still invisible.
Oh, whoops.
Forgot to turn it on and off. Nice. So we have, let me go back and look at this lineup real quick. So we have Hierophant. It looks like we're going in order on here. So we have Hierophant next. Then the one whose name I did not get. I guess that's technically the only one that didn't speak, because did they speak? I literally don't remember from the last episode. Yeah, that name we don't know. I'm assuming we're gonna hear it. So this is, let's see, we're 4 episodes in. We have 4 episodes left. There's 3 of them. So I'm assuming next time we'll get Hierophant in the other one, and then the last 2 are gonna be dedicated to the Vampire King, because I'm assuming he's gonna have more than a single episode. He seems to be a lot more important, right, than these others. Yeah, I kind of love this. Like, bit by bit, we're going like piece by piece, vampire by vampire. Just like Kill Bill, like I said. You know, she had her list. She had people she needed to kill. Scene here, scene there, scene here. One by one, taking them out, right? And I kind of like this format. It's, like I said, it's a lot different for Adventure Time, right? We've never had anything quite like this in the show. Let's see. The Fool just kind of got dealt with, right? And then Empress was, you know, a bit more of an issue. I do appreciate the twist that Simon was just so far gone that she just, like, you know, he wasn't hypnotized. He was just doing what she said because she was a lady who was willing to give him the time of day, right? That's kind of funny. I do like that. Yeah, this other one, I want to know this 4th one, because Hierophant, we kind of know what he's about. We saw quite a bit of Hierophant in the one flashback episode, Everything Stays, I think, last time. So we know he does shapeshifting. We've already seen a fight with him and Marceline, so having another whole episode dedicated to him seems a little bit like overkill, unless, you know, obviously if they do something cool with it. Obviously we'll see next time. I don't know why I'm still sitting over here. I should scooch back over here. And then I just want more of the Vampire King. I feel like I'm missed out a little bit here, that this one was so dedicated to the Empress. That I need more of him. He's very menacing. I don't want to say he's quirky, like, you know, dancing with the cow, right? But he certainly has created like a whole, like, you know, like his stable of Dracula brides, right, are all animals, dancing with a cow. He's got a chicken with little vampire fangs sticking out. So I think that's interesting. He seems like, I mean, I know he said he's changed. We don't eat people anymore. Granted, there aren't any people really about, so I, you know, can't really eat candy or, you know, anything like that. Even though they said, like, you know, what did the Empress say? That Gunther tasted awful. I would be horrified to know what it would be like if they sucked the Orgalorg Gunther, right? Because that's still in there. He's still in there, right? He retreated kind of back inside the Gunther. Yeah, what would happen if they turned Orgalorg into a vampire, right? You know, question for another day. I suppose we shall never know. Who knows? That could have been the Gunther that was Orgalorg. That she ate, and she's like, this is awful. What are you giving me? But yeah, I'm still enjoying this. I want more. I feel like I want to jump to more Vampire King stuff, but I know we got to go through the whole list, right? I did enjoy this, seeing the Empress. Like I said, just her whole design with her eyes and her fangs and everything are just kind of, you know, her mouth had a lot more detail when we got the close-up face shots, right? You know, standing off to the side, you know, her mouth just kind of like moves, you know, as normal characters do. But when we got those close-up shots, her mouth just had so much more detail put into every syllable that she said. And I did notice that in the animation, even though I don't think I mentioned it in there. But yeah, still loving steaks. So I think that's about all I gotta say for these two today. So thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of these episodes. And you know, keep those fake spoilers coming, like I said. Other than that, I will catch you next time with some more Adventure Time stakes. I guess we're halfway done now, so episodes 5 and 6 next time. Take it easy, everybody.